Hi, David Martin with EmpowerMax Performance Coaching Systems, bringing you a brief message on fundamentals. Last night I was doing a conference call in the Performance Zone. I do it each and every Wednesday night at 10:30 Eastern Time. And I was talking about fundamentals because this month, as I do every year, is Create a Compelling Future Month, if you will. We take all the calls that I do in October in the Performance Zone and we dedicate them to creating your better future in advance. And last night was week number 2, and what I was talking about was taking the 3 main questions and really solidifying them. Now, why are these fundamentals? Because these are the same questions that over 10 years ago I put myself through, and I basically derived them from all the different programs and books and things that I'd studied and put them in a manner that is much more easy to digest for me. But the comments that come back sometimes, not so much last night, but from time to time I hear people say, oh, you're going to talk about goals, you're going to talk about developing a compelling future and your why and objectives and vision. I say yes, because if you look at anyone, whether it's from a sporting background, a business background, maybe it's someone who has a mission, maybe anyone throughout history, they had 3 things in common. They knew what it was they wanted, number 1. Number 2, they had knew why it was important to them. And number 3, okay, they knew what they were willing to give up to get it. So those are the 3 main questions. As you move into the end, the next 76 days, I believe it is, of the year of 2009, are going to determine what you do in 2010. And you don't want to arrive at 2010 without your game plan going, because you want to get in there. And the reason for practicing those fundamentals, when you have a clear picture, when you understand what it is, why, and ask yourself, what do I want? And write it down. I use a journal. I put stuff in journals and have for the last 20 years. Put it in your journal and write it down. And then after you write down all these different things, don't analyze everything you put down. Just say, what do I want? And let the pen move. And then select 3 from the category. I'm giving you the short version here. It's a little bit more intensive when we do it one-on-one or in small groups. But as you put things in, you select 3 things from balanced areas, not all in finance, not all in physical, not all in relationship or emotional or spiritual. Understand that if you say you don't have all the categories covered, that's okay. There's a principle of collateral success. If you get better in one area, you're going to get better in other areas. Now, you ask, what do I want? Let the pen move. And then you select your 3 things and you go to the next question. Why is that important to me? When you can write down, you can take each one and you can write down several paragraphs, not several sentences, but you can write down several paragraphs, perhaps even pages, of why it's important that you achieve that item that you just took off that list. Now you've got some substance, but then take it one further step. And that further step is going to be, what are you willing to give up to get it? Now, when you determine what it is you want, why it's important, now you have what are you willing to give up to get it, because there's always an exchange. There's always an exchange of value. That exchange of value could be financial. You might have to put money out to buy leads if you're in some kind of sales business. It could be time. You may have to exchange extra time, maybe time late at night or early in the morning or around your work schedule to achieve a goal, maybe extra time exercise if it's a physical goal. Okay? You may have to exchange and get rid of bad habits. You may have to change beliefs. You may have to change your circle of friends. And that doesn't mean get rid of your wife, get rid of your husband, or your family. What it means is surround yourself. You hear me talk about the circle of excellence. You surround yourself with people of like mind. You see, when I moved back to Colorado over 10 years ago, I got around people that were former national team members and national champions and Olympic medalists and Olympic coaches and friends of mine that were world champions. That was a far different cry from the people that I was around prior that were doing some, shall we say, less than savory things. It really allowed me to change what was going on in here so I could change what was going on out here. All right, now the reason you see me wearing the USA flag and this USA warm-up is for this. One of our athletes yesterday won his 5th World Championship. That's unprecedented. I won't get into great detail, but he's an incredible young man. Obviously, he's got 2 Olympic gold medals, an Olympic bronze, and now 5 World Championship titles. And you know what? The guy wins with basics, just like I'm talking about to you here, the fundamentals. And believe me, if you look at him, he knows what he wants. He knows why it's important to him, and he knows what he's willing to give up to get it. So when he reaches those times, I'm hallucinating now because I haven't talked to him about this, but I know him a little bit, but it's the same whether it's Lance Armstrong or Bill Gates or anyone at Tony Robbins or any of these people. They have a passion. You don't think they run into bumps in the roads? You don't think Tony Robbins runs into a bump in the road? Listen to him speak sometime. He'll tell you about his bumps in the road. And some of his bumps at his level are much greater than what you might experience or I might experience. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know you personally yet. But here's the key. When you have a clear-cut vision on what you want, why it's important, and what you're willing to give up to get it, that's what makes it much more likely that you're going to persevere and overcome those bumps in the road. So, Congratulations to Steven Lopez for his 5th World Championship. Congratulations for focusing and overcoming any obstacles in his way, and which was, by the way, he got punched in the mouth and lost a tooth, but you know what? I guess it makes it easier when you smile with a gold medal around your neck. For you to have all in your life that you want, for you to be all, for you to share in the success and all the joys that are out there, that choice for you to do that is uniquely yours. So remember this. Until then, next time, put everything you have into everything you do. This is David Martin with EmpowerMax Performance Coaching Systems. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks a lot, and put everything you have into everything you do. Bye for now.